Okay, welcome back to the Postie Postie charity build for Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, we have, in the last couple of videos, we've done the exhaust, we've done the carby, fitting that. We've thrown the pod filter on it just as a temporary, just to get it up and running. Because as I mentioned in the last video, it's this weekend's challenge is to get this thing up and running. So I've got the Postie nuts coming up real soon. So I've only got a few. Well, I think I'm just literally. I think it's exactly a month from today till we have to be down, and this thing will be auctioned. So we need to get it going. Once I get it running and all dialed in, tuned up, I'll be happy. I'm painting the airbox filter and the front guard at the moment. Center tubes, plastics there ready to go on. Yeah, some chains and bits and pieces. So one of the things on the next thing is the chain. So and the front sprocket. I was just going to do the front sprocket, but we'll see how we go for time. I'll throw the front sprocket on. I've got the chain there, and we might just sort of put that in loosely for now. I'll do a few videos over this weekend, so I'll probably dial that in, but we'll see how we go with this one. So, front sprockets. What gearing do you run on a standard Postie? With a standard cylinder, standard exhaust, standard air filter. A 15 is my recommendation. So I'll see how it goes. I'll put the 15 on it first. So the thing is with this Postie, it's got some really nice tyres that were Warwick Penfold at Postie Bikes Australia helped us out with. They're really nice tyres. They're not knobby, so smooth, so they'll probably have less rolling friction. And they're 275s, they're not the 3s. So I'm sort of torn. Normally my rule of thumb is if it's a 275 tyre, I run a 16 tooth. If it's a 3 tyre on the rear, I run a 15 tooth. I think what I'll do is it's not hard to change a sprocket really. So just so that the engine's got less load on it when I'm running it in with a new piston cylinder, I'll chuck the 15 on, but I will not hold it flat basically, because these old 6 volts don't have a rev limiter, especially when it's running. I don't want to be going too crazy, so I'll put the 15. It'll just be nice sedate little rides around the block. I'll have to sort of try and run it in before it's sold, so that if someone gets it they can jump on and ride it. I do want to take it for a ride at the Postie nuts, one of the cruise rides or something like that. So we'll go 15, see how it goes. Probably go to the 16 on it. I got one of these online the other day, just a replacement sprocket. So I've got, I know the light's not great, sorry. There's the old clip. Get in the light. There's the old clip there, and the old bolts. For the sake of it, when you get one, you can get a kit that comes with new bolts, new plate. Again, everything else on this bike has been polished and made to look brand new, so I might as well put a brand new sprocket, brand new. Well, you always put a brand new sprocket when you replace your chain and re-sprocket, but new clips and bolts as well, just to make it look the part. Alright, we were going to throw this 15 on. Let's see if I can do it with one hand while I got you there. So if I can get me out of the way so you get some light. So there's our drive shaft there. We got the new seal that we put in. So this will, or should, slot in like that. Okay. And this should slot in like that. We'll pull it out to a little slotter. There's a little slot in that drive shaft, so that will sit in, and then I'll spin around. It will really sort of, really only go one way. I'm looking through the camera as I'm trying to do this, so it's a bit harder. Sorry. There you go. So I'll tighten them up. It's 10 mil. Sorry. Have another fit in there. I'll just do a little bit finger tight by now. I'll make sure that I tighten that up completely before I do it. So what I'll do is, you don't really want to put it in gear and start cranking on this, and then you're gonna, put your gears under load. Does handle it, but what I do is I normally put the chain on as well, and then put it in gear and sort of put my foot on the back tyre, and then that way I've got the tyre and the gears to hold it. So not a huge amount of force on this, but just make sure you get it nice and tight so front sprocket does not come flying out. Alright, we'll see if we can get this chain on. Alrighty, so put the chain on, so I'll just thread that through, make sure I'm on either side of the swing arm. And what I do is I put it on the rear sprocket, so I have the joint about here, I think it's here, you can see that's where the connector goes in there. So I put it on, I've loosened off these tensioner bolts. This is sort of just loose at the moment, so I'll put it on, get that right, so that lines up on the rear sprocket, and it just holds it in place while you put the connector in, so just saves any hassles. So sorry, I dropped something before, just looking for it. Just a little pin. Get me out of the light again. And then I just come from the back. Put those on. This is going to be difficult with two hands. With one hand, sorry. So what I'll do is I'll put that in from the back, and I'll put that together, and then I'll come back to you. Alright, so we've got that guy through there. We've got the plate, goes on the front, put him on, and then we've got the clip. Okay, so obviously it's got an open end closed. I always have it so that it's like that, so as it goes through the chain around, if it's this way, if it collects on something, it could pop it off. So if you go this way, as it spins through, there's no chance of it getting knocked off. I'm going to put that on. You basically just slide it on up high, and then push it down. I just need a screwdriver just to push it onto that last little clip. I'll leave it there tonight. So a bit of progress. We got the exhaust on, we got the carby on. The carby's hooked up, apart from the clamps on the fuel hoses. Chains on, chains hooked up. I can put the front cover on over the front sprocket and bits and pieces like that. But I'll do that. Once the chains are on tomorrow, I'll probably tension up the chain, lock off the back wheel, make sure the front wheel's on properly, so if I do get it running, that's running nice and sweet, I'll take it for a little lad up the road. But one thing I do have to put on before that is the foot pegs. So I've got new foot pegs, but these are hard to get. So these are the actual foot pegs themselves. So I've got new rubbers, and I've got new plates and bolts, but this inner tube is hard to get. So these are some old ones I've got. So what happens is they get flogged out, so that the hole's flogged out. So what I do sometimes is I'll weld, put a bit of weld in there and re-drill that hole to the right size, or I re-drill this to that size and I re-drill the other forks and put a new bolt through, just to get it nice and firm again, so it's not flopping around. So I'll have a look at them and I'll see how I go, and I'll probably do another video on that. Also got the bottom chain guard, and I've also got the top chain card, which I've painted and got stickers and stuff on it. So we'll do another video with that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy them. Hope they're helping and some people out, because it's, you know, it is to document the build, and you know, so that anyone does want to buy the bike will have a good document of the bike being built and everything that's happened to it. But it's also to help people out, and you know, I love getting questions from people. I had one tonight while I was working on this. One of the guys had watched the rear shock upgrade and he just wanted a link to the shocks. Yeah, like that's no dramas. Happy to help out. Send him the link. Just looking at my other phone to see. Aaron Murphy. Yeah, so shout out Aaron. Hope it's going good for you, mate. And those shocks, though, you'll notice a huge difference in them. The ride quality is completely different. They're a lot safer. So if you haven't, go and check out Postie TV on Facebook. We will be doing a shock upgrade on Postie TV sometime after the Postie Nuts. We did the LED headlight conversion, which I've got on this bike here. Turn it on so you can see. That's just the outer ring. That's a LED, a hell of a lot brighter than a standard Postie headlight. So they're just cheap upgrades you can do. They make it safer. Suspension makes it safer when you're riding. Headlight, you can actually see where you're going, and people can see you. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, do all that stuff. Catch you soon.